Cell service. It was the case for tens of thousands of you at Red, White, and Blue Ash last night.
For hours, you could not make a call or send a text message, and residents say it's not the first time. WCPO 9 News anchor Brett Bugansky joins us live from Blue Ash. And Brett, the city had somewhat of an explanation about why this happened.
Frustrating for a lot of people, but they chalked it up as sort of a broader issue of a lot of people in one area. Everybody has a cell phone. Many people were using their cell phone during Red, White, and Blue Ash, and that was the reason why a lot of people weren't getting any cell signal. But despite all of that, even though they were trying to compare it to sort of like what happened last week during Taylor Swift and people not getting any cell service, some people want somebody to change that.
The event itself is awesome.
The fireworks was spectacular. I felt like a little kid watching the fireworks.
The sights and sounds of Red, White, and Blue Ash were a hit.
I was at last year's, and last year's was nowhere near as good as this year's.
But when it comes to communicating,
it was rough.
The entire time I was there was literally my cell phone would not work.
Joy Johnson and Kurt Fisher were at Tuesday night's 4th of July festival. Just like some of the things we experienced, they got these results as they were trying to reach loved ones at the event. Call failed. Message failed to send. SOS. In other words, you have no cell service and you can only get through by calling 911.
Which is kind of scary because you still, even when you're having a good time, you want to still be able to communicate and stay in touch.
We called the city of Blue Ash about this problem. In a statement, a spokeswoman said in part, "It is an issue at many large events no matter where they are located. Cell service is not a city utility, so you would need to reach out to various providers for more information on coverage." But Blue Ash residents like Kurt pushed back a bit on the city's response.
Yesterday was the worst, but even when it's something smaller, when it's a food truck rally, which is awesome, you know your service is down to some extent or slower than normal.
Would have to be you just got too much usage. There's too many people on the system.
Tech expert Dave Hatter said there could be two other possible problems. He said cell towers in Blue Ash may be underbuilt, or there could have been a widespread outage with different cell phone carriers.
You may just have a situation where the system was simply overwhelmed because you had too many people trying to use it all at once, and not just trying to use it, but also trying to use it for more bandwidth intensive purposes like sharing videos.
Still waiting on any kind of confirmation whether or not there were outages yesterday, but what are some of the possible solutions? Well, Dave said one of the things is people can simply just stay off their cell phone during an event, because when you take video, you're using up a lot of data and that could bog down the system. The other thing is some cell phone companies can come here and update their infrastructure. That way they can carry a big event like Red, White, and Blue Ash for thousands of people. And the other thing that they could do is the city could potentially establish a Wi-Fi in the park during this. That way that could kind of ease up the system as well. We are live in Blue Ash tonight. Brett Bugansky, WCPO 9 News.